Hi everyone, as you know, the PS4 Pro is out. I've just got mine in today. I didn't pre-order it, I just bought it online yesterday. So I'll just go through it with you guys. And also, hopefully, because what I've done, hence why the old one's out just there, is I've got the change up the hard drive in the old one. So 500GB it started out, this is the one straight one. Put in a 2TB one, and I'll swap out into this one. So hopefully I'll go through that as well. We'll see how easy it is or if it's possible. I haven't actually looked this up yet, so it'll be interesting to find out. So we'll go from there. Right, so let's open that first. I'm going to try and open this up and get it nicely opened hopefully. So far so good. Now, was there any real reason for me to buy this? Not at the moment. Hopefully Final Fantasy comes out later on with a Pro version, which I might endeavour into buying. But I just want to keep up to date with it with anything. That's my real reason. There's no other real reason other than that. I don't really have a 4K screen right now. I am literally just going to use it for the super sampling. And also, when this game comes out perhaps, that'll be an interesting one. So we get some manuals as always, quick start guide, safety guide, guarantee. Let's just put that out of the way. Look into it later, but right now, no. So I imagine these are all the cables that we're going to have in here. So, cables box. Chuck that one over there for a minute. So they use a different plug on this one. Use it like a kettle plug type thing, which is different because normally they use a 2-prong like with the PS2 and everything. For some reason they've changed it. That's why. So that's one thing they do. The same old shitty earbuds. You're not probably going to find it on the camera. There we go. If I walk in front of it. Same shitty earbuds. Nothing fancy there. You know. What do you want to check? So that's two things that it comes with it. Typical charge cable. So this is the same. Is it micro USB? I don't know what they call it. Not USB-C, but just a normal one. Whatever that is. It doesn't pick up very well. On the camera it picks up my hand more than anything. So we've got that, like I say, crappy earbuds, don't care about. HDMI of course, so not very long by the looks of it. Don't know how long that actually is, but it doesn't look that long. So that might be something you want to pick up if you're going to buy these and don't have anything like it. Last thing that comes with it is a controller of course. This one, I don't know if it's actually, I imagine it's the one that's got a light bar across there. Looking at them, I can't really tell a difference. Does it have a different model number? Oh yeah, I can't tell on that one anymore. Not too sure about that. I guess it should do. I would imagine it does come with a newer controller where it has the light bar across here. But it comes as a standard original one. I've got two of these again. Obviously one of them I have to go back with my other controller. The original one. I don't actually know if there is any difference. I can't tell if there is anyway. The only thing I can tell is the analog sticks on that one a bit better. So obviously one new one of those controllers, nothing silly new there. And now onto the console itself. Now, as most of you probably already know, if you're looking at this, they try and super sample everything that is coming out from the Pro to a 4K resolution or near as 4K. It doesn't natively run 4K because that is But that's just simply not possible at the moment. I mean, I've got a 1080 in the PC over there, and it just ain't happening. It will not happen for a while. So, what have we got here? We've got in the back our normal displays. So, got a LAN, USB works at optical. I don't know what that is. You know what, I don't even know. HDMI, power. Like I say, power is that weird one now where it has like a kettle plug type solution. It hasn't got 3 prongs, it's just got the 2. For some reason they haven't kept the standard 2 pin version they used to keep. Over here, by the looks of it, is where I'm going to install the new hard drive. Tuck around to the front, USBs. Disk tray, we've now got, where's it on? We've got actual eject buttons. Hear that? So if anyone was having issues with the old buttons where they were just playing up on them, well, we've got something new. So you've got nothing exciting going on. It is, like I said, a fraction wider, fraction taller, longer, wider. Height-wise, you're talking no difference. So if you try and fit in a shelf or something, it should fit fine still. As long as you're not really squeezing that one in there, you should be fine. Ventilation of these, I think it's pretty much the same design as what the old ones are, where it's all around the sides. You haven't got any vent ports really at the back, it's all at the sides. So that's something to be aware of when you fit these in. If your shelf's not wide enough to fit this in, leave a good inch or 2 each side, you might be causing some issues there. Same inputs, hard drive bay is standard, which is nice. So yeah, I don't know what else to do now, except for see about getting the hard drive changed over, which I'm trying to do right now. There's a sticky label that I need to get rid of. Design better on this. This is all a matte black design on it. There is a bit of shine to the PlayStation logo, which you probably, oh there we go. There we go, we found it. We got it. Yeah, other than that, it's fine. One thing I don't, which I find really weird, I don't know if I can get it on the camera. It's a bit of a novel thing to do. So we're bringing it in a bit closer. We want to see how easy it is to change the hard drive on this. Now, straight away you pull off the cover. There's a little cover that slots into here. And all you do is you come from where the input side is, pull it, and it pops away. That screw there. I think that all is required. And this baby you should pull out. Screw it out. Pull there's like 2 little hooks here. Pull it out. And that is it. What we then need to do. This is screwed into a cage. I'm actually interested in seeing what drive is in this. So what have they put in it? Just normal HDST, like they normally do. They did that in the previous model. 5,400 RPM drive. It is nothing special, it's just a normal 2.5 inch drive. Now people probably are wondering why I'm changing out a 1 terabyte to a 2. Well, this PS4 that I had on here, which I couldn't back everything up because I didn't have an external drive big enough, that had about 1.74 gigs of games. Now, I didn't necessarily have to have all that installed. For whatever reason I did. I didn't necessarily have to have it all installed, but PSN download speeds as of, don't know, a couple months back were pretty bad, I found. I didn't always download stuff there, but when he did, it always took what seemed forever. There is only one way to put this in. At first I did sort of crap myself thinking, will I be able to actually put this back in? You lay it down flat in the cage, so you should be right there. If not, make note, look at this video, whatever you need to do, be able to remember, and now I'll just screw these all back in. I don't know what drive this is. It's a Samsung drive that I picked up cheap from, I think, Amazon. Well, it's got to be nearly 2 years ago now. I think it's a 7200 RPM, not the 5400 like this. So it theoretically should run better of some things, but it is more to do with capacity. What I may suggest if you're just new to doing this is probably getting one of the hybrids, the solid state and mechanical drives. I think they're fairly cheap now. I haven't really looked up recently. There's a Seagate Fire CUDA or something. I think I can't really get this wrong. The PS4 is upside down still right now, so you want the tab where your scroll goes going down, going basically up into the console. If you get me. All you got to do is you got to slide it on in. Get some nice clicks. Hopefully as it all goes in. Get your screw. If I can. Get it all screwed back in. And that should hopefully be me more or less done on this part. I will then need to get this all plugged in and then get in the installation done. So finally guys, I have it all plugged back in. It was a bit of a fight because this is a complete mess. You see all those cables back there? Or more likely underneath there. That is not a pretty sight. I do need to sort that out better, but for the time being that'll have to work. So what you want to do if you're doing a new hard drive install is go to this website here. If you scroll all the way down, we get a whole list on what we need to do for installing new system software, because there's nothing going to be on this hard drive when I start. So it's asking me straight away that I need to have installation files installed. Hopefully what I've already done, I've skipped a step completely. Like I say, you can find the website that I showed below. Hopefully we're going to get somewhere. Also, when I wondered about the light bar, it does actually come up. It's very, there must be just a bit of translucent plastic that makes that so. It's quite nice actually. I thought it might be, like on the camera it looks really in your face, but actually it isn't in person. Takes a couple of minutes, but we're finally there. It is now asking about getting the PS4 initialized, blah blah blah. Hopefully this will go fine. To be honest, I didn't really think this through. Maybe I needed to do something else beforehand, but as it's a fresh PS4, it should be alright. We'll see, we'll see. Cool. That's looking better already. It's not some weird like BIOS screen where it's at the wrong resolution or something. So a couple of minutes later and we're finally, I think, getting there. I think. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Give it a little bit longer and hopefully we'll be there. There we have it. Going to run through the setup like normal. That's what the other port was for the PlayStation camera. I don't have one. Skip that. Yeah. I guess that's quite correct of what I actually got. Cool. Let's just change these up a little bit. Right, so I've done a bit more setting up. I'm now logged in. I'll just mute that. We are now set up on it. It's now asking me about transferring data. Now see, what I've done with this is I've got an external hard drive right here, better to tell because obviously background. External hard drive I've just picked up. I think I've just used an old hard drive. I think I've actually used the old one that was in there, to be honest. I've transferred as much as I can with this. There's only a 500 gig drive, and you find out quite quickly that's only a couple of gains in most standards now. It's a bit crazy that. So what I'm going to hopefully do now is transfer data from this to that. This is probably going to suggest me linking up the other PS4 I've got over there through Ethernet cable to each other and doing it that way. I decided not to do it. I thought I'll back it up, like I think I backed this up 2 or 3 hours ago. It did take a while, mind. 400 odd gig, sorry. Takes roughly about 3 hours to do onto a hard drive. That is ridiculous, but that's what it is. That's what it is. I think it's probably going to be the same through the Ethernet cable, if I'm honest. So hopefully, let's see what it says. Is this going to take me through the same process that, yeah. So it's telling you exactly what I was just saying. The LAN cables, connecting the other one to the, you get the gist. I'm not going to do that. Is it going to give me the option to do something else? No. So what I'm going to do is cancel that. Good, I like that it pops up with that. Because it's obviously thinking, right, you've probably got a PS4 already. So what I'm going to do, and this is how I did it when it came to mine. Oh god, what was it saying? System, isn't it? System, backup and restore. So what I did is the backup functionality, which is essentially that I've got the other USB drive that I've got in it at the moment that has the update software that I'm using to when I did the whole hard drive swap. It'll go from that and put it onto that, whatever I've got, in this case solid all because I've just booted this up. What I'm going to do in this case is do the restore. First thing I've got to do is unplug the other drive if I can. Right, so after a bit of a fight of getting the old, what I'm going to suggest is don't use these to plug it in because you find it really difficult then to get one of these little things out. They're impossible. I had to use a little screwdriver. Not ideal. Try using like a normal, be like a normal person, use a normal sized bloody memory stick. So what I've done now, so I've installed my external, just found everything that I backed up onto it, in this case only 417 gigs. Like I said, that took me about 3 hours on the other console to do. So now, if I restore it, what's it deactivated for? Okay. So it's going to take everything that I already had in the other one and take it and put it straight onto this. I'm cool with that, it can do its thing. It's going to boot up some weird mode, I presume. Now this is the rough part. It says it's going to take about 2 hours. We'll look at the time here. Alright. It's saying about that time, okay. We'll come back and see how we get on. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, now it's a couple of days later. Didn't quite go as planned. I did a backup on the external hard drive. Some reason, I think when I backed up something went wrong. Don't ask me what, I'm not quite sure. I finally got there, but it's meant like I had to download everything again, and as some of us may know out there, the PSN download speeds can be somewhat more desired sort of speeds they do. I download most things again, but the first thing I noticed when I booted it up, well, I think I did, it's been about a month since I booted on my original PS4, but I feel like this is a lot quicker and a lot nicer going through everything. And also, I don't know if they do any super sampling here on the menus, but everything looks a bit crisper. Maybe I'm completely talking out my butt right now. So now the difference is, in the Pro version at least, when you hit into the video output settings and everything, you now should be able to select these options. I haven't got a 4K TV at the moment. I don't see the point in getting one just yet. I want a decent one that's probably going to be less latent, a decent panel. I don't know. At some point I might, but this I quite like the Sony that I've got at the moment, so it's going to be around for a little while. And then also HDR. I found this was off before I started, So you're probably going to have to look into making sure that's on, and then away you go. I'm going to try out some Hitman, because I believe that is supposed to run better on this. It's supposed to have the patch now. I played originally the first episode of this game back when it came out, and haven't really touched it since, so I probably noticed it is going to be a bit smoother, but whether that's been through patches they put out and then this, it's a bit hard to tell. I'll probably record some footage of that and go with that. But anyway guys, that is it. Hopefully if you guys ever do it yourself, like put in your own hard drive and stuff, it goes a bit smoother. I like mine going a bit smoother, but like I say, I would probably recommend that people use the other technique of plugging in both the PS4s and just do the transfer that way. That way at least you know it's going to be done correctly, whereas me, I haven't done it correctly and I haven't got any way of getting back to it now. Alright, so thanks very much. I'll put up a video hopefully of Hitman. But for the time being, peace out.